member for Londonderry.
Thank you, Speaker. I want to start, before I begin, by acknowledging members of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Association who are in the gallery this afternoon. I think they've been waiting for quite some time, so thank you so much for coming in. In particular, I acknowledge Asfaq Ahmed, President of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community Penrith Chapter, a growing chapter of the community. Congratulations on that. Dr. Omar Khan, Director of Interfaith Harmony, Waqas Ahmed, President of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Youth Australia. They do a lot of work with young men in particular, and other members who are present with us here this evening. Speaker, since becoming the member for Londonderry, it has been such a privilege for me to come to know this wonderful community, many of who are based in Western Sydney, right across Western Sydney. In this country, the Ahmadiyya Muslim Association was formally established in 1979, but its history in Australia spans over 115 years with the arrival of Afghan Kamaliyas. The community's headquarters are at Australia's largest mosque, and I'm privileged to have this in my own electorate of Londonderry, Masjid Baitul Huda, I'm sure I did not say that correctly, located in Marsden Park in my electorate. Last week I visited the mosque for Eid celebrations, and what a fantastic day it was. I want to put on the record how proud I am to represent this generous, peaceful and productive community. A community that preaches the inspiring message of love for all, hatred for none. Speaker, since coming to know this community, I've been made aware of many issues relating to the persecution of Ahmadiyya Muslims around the world. It's been very distressing to learn of the discrimination and the violence inflicted on this community, and I speak in the Parliament tonight to acknowledge this terrible situation and to give a voice to this community. The Ahmadiyya are an international revival movement within Islam. They categorically reject discrimination, persecution and violence of any kind. Because of this, unbelievably, the community is heavily persecuted in countries like Pakistan and Indonesia. Their peaceful beliefs and their fierce opposition to violence are sadly misunderstood, and how tragic that is. Since 1974, this is an unbelievable fact to me, since 1974, they have been denied voting rights in Pakistan, something which was only recently reinforced in the General Assembly elections. The Ahmadiyya are often socially boycotted, expelled from jobs and educational institutions. That's something that none of us would at all accept. Ahmadi places of worship, buildings and other sacred sites have been consistently attacked over the past year. Only a couple of weeks ago, a 100-year-old Ahmadi mosque was destroyed in Pakistan under the supervision of government authorities. The news of the suffering of Ahmadis in Pakistan has been acknowledged around the world in recent times, and I do it tonight. International leaders such as the Prime Minister of Canada, former and current United States Secretaries of State and even the Prime Minister of Australia have acknowledged the contribution this community makes to this country. Despite facing bitter persecution in numerous countries, the Ahmadiyya Muslim community continues to advocate for universal human rights for all religious and other persecuted minorities. It likewise invests heavily in women's equality, education and empowerment programs. And I think the Parliament will be getting an idea of why I'm so proud to represent this community. The community holds various open interfaith peace symposiums and public dialogues, including to remove misunderstandings among people to achieve interreligious harmony. It's been a privilege to attend many of these events. In Australia, the community contributes in so many areas. At Clean Up Australia Day for the last 15 years, marching in Anzac Day, participating in Red Cross Door Knock Appeal, fundraising for the Cancer Council, the list goes on. I want to thank the Association for their continued good work through charity and promoting peace. It's been a great privilege to learn more about the Ahmadi since being elected and as well to attend your events. I look forward to continuing to work together to promote greater understanding and tolerance, and I thank all members of the community in the gallery for coming into the Parliament this evening.
Mr Speaker.
I thank the member for London area.